Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everybody to the product or project status report for the Cool Widgets training project that we are having here this afternoon. And this is going to be a quick status update for each and every one of you. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to come in and sit through this. Hopefully, this provides some insight into how we are doing. So once again, this is for the Cool Widgets training project. This is for the reporting period of 1/1 to 1/7. Right now, currently, our project status is green. So we're completely on track. Um, should not have any issues or anything going on. As far as we know, the project is slated to completely finish on time. So the project status that we have so far, again, there have been no real issues so far. We were able to establish and create our project team. The scope statement was able to be completed, and we were able to complete our work breakdown structure without any problems. So it's gone completely to form so far, which is not unusual here in the early phases of the project. We're excited that so far everything has come off without a hitch. We've been able to hit all of our completion dates without any issues so far. But once again, I do want to let everybody know that this is early on in the project. So things like creating our project team, the scope statement, work breakdown structure, and so on are fairly routine. And we'll get into some things that could affect the project as well now coming up here. So as we approach new phases of the project, where we get more into the execution phase of the project, we can see that we will be depending on some more outside vendors. Now, just to be clear, we have created a complete budget processes. We have contracts set up and ready to go once those vendors have been selected. However, it is important for us to note that once we start depending on outside forces, scheduling times for flights, things like that, these are areas that we really need to take heed and really take caution in to make sure that we are hitting our desired date so that the project does in fact stay on track. We are trying to complete the majority of this here in the next few weeks so that we can set up training venues and sites and really get this out to our employees and be able to get them ready to go with plenty of notice, get them all the documents that they need with plenty of notice so that they are prepared and they can make those travel arrangements. And as you can see, A equals B, B equals C, and so on. So it is imperative that we really try to hit this with these outside vendors as we move forward. Assuming that we stay on budget, we use all the budget that we have. The process is in processes that are already in place and are planned out. There really should be no reason for the project to go into yellow or obviously into a red status. So, assuming that everything goes off without a hitch, we should have no problem doing that at all. We have completed some milestones. We are pretty excited about this. So far, we've been able, over the last 3 weeks, we have been able to complete and establish our project charter, which is incredibly important. We've identified each one of the stakeholders. Some of you are here in the room today. We were able to get your commitment to what is expected. We really want to thank you guys and appreciate you guys getting that back to us soon. We were able to appoint the project team. We have each one of our members ready to go. All of their tasks have been laid out and completed, thereby completing the scope statement, all the work breakdown schedule, which you have all been given, and you will be given a copy of the work breakdown, of the project status report, which again includes everything that you've already been given in previous reports as well, just with an updated timeline. And then, of course, we were able to develop the outline. Now, this is crucial to the completion of the project, guys. So developing the outline for us has been absolutely crucial. We were able to define and all of our training and learning objectives. We were able to get a handle on all the key topics, any concepts, all the timing we wanted to hit to make sure that this comes off, again, without a hitch. And then we really were able to hammer down the best presentation techniques that we will be able to use. Now, just so you know, most of the presentation techniques will be static, meaning it will be the same for each one of our sites. However, I will say that in New York, there is an outside vendor that we are using simply because of the location of the New York office. So that will we will get back to you once that vendor is selected to let you know any changes in status, or I'm sorry, changes in technique or delivery status of the training materials for them. So again, everything is going, everything has been completed so far, and again, right on track, which we're extremely excited about. So the milestones that we will be completing this next period, we're going to be identifying our venues. Very, very important, guys, that we really do this right away. We want to make sure that we get these venues identified and recognized who's going to be work within our budget or fit under our budget, who is going to be able to actually complete the tasks that we need them to complete. And then, of course, that's going to help us to really identify, all the materials that we're going to need to be able, that we will have to gather. Once we get all those together and finish all that, we're going to be sending out all of our electronic materials to all of the employees, so they have those in plenty of time and they can do any pre-work necessary, so they'll be ready to go once the training happens. Finally, we will be creating our risk management plan. Again, this is imperative, absolutely important, one of the biggest phases of the project, because this is where we really lay out any potential risks that we see with any phase of the project once we get into completing all the execution or all the execution pieces of the project and the actual training delivery. So here's a Gantt chart, guys. So the Gantt chart simply shows everything that has set up one process setting up and leading into another. And then, of course, we've given ourselves plenty of time, as you can see, to complete all tasks that are required. So once again, guys, I want to thank you. Again, this is a short, like I said, 10, 15 minutes here, really getting you guys a view of what we've done, of what we've been able to do early on. All of the initiation phase processes and tasks have been completed. So congratulations to our project team for getting that done. I want to, really give them the kudos for that. That's been able to really help keep us on track and really gives me as the project manager a lot of hope and positive feelings moving forward as we move forward to the next phases of the project. Again, there is absolutely nothing here, guys, that tells me that we should not be able to complete this project, not only on time, but completely under budget, given what we've done so far. We'll have a better understanding of this as we move forward. And we'll have a better understanding of this as we get more into the actual delivery of the training. Once the vendors have been completely selected, we'll have a lot more, transparency as to exactly where we are. But I have no qualms or ideas that we should not be able to meet those at any time. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming in and joining us. We do have some time here for questions. If anybody has any questions, let me know now. And I'm happy to answer any of those. So it doesn't look like we have any questions. That's great. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Please let me know if you have any questions moving forward. You can absolutely reach me by, you all have my cell phone number. Please feel free to text me at any time. Send me any emails if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to forward you guys this presentation along with the project schedule and status report that we have provided in the past. So again, thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.